An appeal has gone to the federal government to revive the Gorge Dam project, which is said to be capable of providing numerous employment for Nigerians. This is coming from the residents of Iseyin in Okeogun area of Oyo State, who say it has become necessary to call attention to the dam, said to be one of the largest in Africa at the time it was constructed, but which has sadly been abandoned for more than 3 decades. According to the Director of Public-Private Enterprises, Oyo State Ministry of Trade and Investment, Mr. Yinka Fatoki, the dam was designed to produce electricity and provide irrigation to farm settlements in the area.
The journey to Ikere Gorge Dam was a very long and uncomfortable one, as it is situated about 75 kilometers from the town of Iseyin. And as typical of all abandoned projects, the terrain was tough going. Said to be the largest dam in Africa at the time it was built, the Ikere Gorge Dam was created in 1981 to serve as a source of power and water supply, especially to serve irrigation purposes.
It's a very sad and inspiring commentary on what political instability has done to this country. The turbines and most of the facilities that were supposed to drive the first phase of the project are still lying waste and uninstalled.
The lofty idea behind this project made these people relocate to the Ikere community over 30 years ago, hopeful of a better life, but that only got them this far. They're mostly petty traders and artisans.
The Ikere Dam has become an abandoned project. From the histories and the stories we heard about it, the Ikere Dam was meant to achieve certain things. For example, irrigation, fishery, to provide work for the young people and the farmers.
We have full control of the dam. The civil work of the hydro aspect of it has been completed. Then the MRE aspect is about to be installed. I mean, like the turbine.
The traditional ruler of Iseyin makes a passionate appeal to the federal government to either revive the dam or allow a private concern resuscitate the project.
The only thing you can do realistically is this Gorge Dam should be done for us, for electricity, irrigation, fishing, tourism, or whatever, so that it will be generating generation for the state and the federal government. So we are appealing to the federal government to please do this for us, so that we can save imminent trouble in the near future.
Currently, Oyo State's IGR stands at about 1.2 billion naira. In the face of current economic realities that can only cater for 1/5 of the wage bill in the state, leaving a huge deficit.
A project that is not completed, we have wasted energy, we have wasted effort, we have wasted labor, and what we stand to gain from such a project are also wasted, because this will.
Against the backdrop of the feasibility study that prompted the siting of this project here, it is evident that Ikere Gorge Dam has the capacity to attract investors in the area of energy supply and even tourism. The federal government may have to take steps and ensure that this dam project does not end up as another white elephant.
The World Bank is not happy over the non-implementation of its projects awarded in some states of the Federation and has warned that it would no longer tolerate such. Country representative of the World Bank, Mr. Amos A. Abu, stated this in Abuja when he led his team to visit the Minister of State for the Environment over the implementation of environmental protection intervention programs in Nigeria. On the spot, the Minister of State for the Environment, Mr. Ibrahim Jibril, gave the assurance that government will ensure the implementation of projects targeted towards protecting the environment.
It is not going to be business as usual. You cannot have as much as $508 million projects in this country with a grant of $8 million, and people are in want, and you say because of one bureaucracy or the other, you are not delivering results. You all know me, we don't accept it. And You will be seeing more and more of us. You will be seeing more and more of your TTL. Until we begin to show tangible results. This is because it can be done. There is no rocket science about it. We did it in Brazil with resounding results. Honorable Minister, when the World Bank intervened in China's Louis Plateau, not only were we able to reverse the trend of land and water resources degradation, we were actually able to lift 2.5 million people out of poverty.
We as a ministry in charge of the environment, it's our duty and responsibility to make sure that we embark on a concerted effort to sensitize people, to make them realize that certain harmful practices are not in our best interest. And the earlier we know this, the better. The more we know, the better for us to make efforts to redress the situation. Otherwise, we might wake up one day and then your child will ask you, what have you done? And you will not be able to answer him.
The Port Harcourt Zonal Office of the Department of Petroleum Resources, DPR, has stepped up its surveillance around depots and filling stations in the River State capital. The head downstream operations of the DPR, Port Harcourt Zonal Office, told Channel Television that the unscheduled visit to major marketers and filling stations is to ensure that petrol is not hoarded. The residents are also calling for more to be done to check alleged sharp practices at some of the petrol stations. Our correspondent Emmanuel Irey reports.
Officials of DPR Port Harcourt Zonal Office in the premises of Corn Oil Depot in the River State capital. They are here for a routine check of the stock and loading process, which according to the DPR has been intensified as the fuel situation in the state bites harder.
The issue here is that you have so much stock.
It's a function of what they can receive at our station. We are only supplied to our station. What
about the top parties? Why are you not selling to the top parties?
That has not been our
It's not acceptable. The concern here is that from our records, we found out that Corn Oil Depot here, they have so much in stock, almost 18 million liters. And the truck out is so low, and we are here to find out why that is so. And that is the essence of coming here.
We are loading out 1 million liters. And the 1 million liters that is leaving this place goes to our station, which is the mandate at which we will be working with, and the template at which Corn Oil works with. That is to say, we only supply our stations. And out of the 1 million liters that leave this place, about 60% of it is for Port Harcourt business area, while the balance goes to Abuja. So if you don't have fuel in other major marketers, well, there's little we can do about that.
At another terminal, no much activity appears to be going on.
I know you have throughput. Yeah. The one that you have here, who owns it? The one that's just finished.
The one that just finished is Fort Oil's product.
For a period of about, say, 1.5 months, we've not been having product here because of what is happening in the country, the lack of payment of subsidy and all that.
Then the team moves to the field. The team leader insists that this marketer starts dispensing the products.
It gets hot. When it gets hot, I have to. No. But it's not working now. But it's not working now. It's not working now. Get it started. That's what I'm talking about.
Eventually, the locks are cut and the gates open. Elsewhere, the situation appears chaotic as the DPR prevails on the marketer to attend to the long queue of cars.
I came here around 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't able to buy up to now. I never eat, I never tested anything.
For many of these people, getting petrol to buy is a frustrating experience for now. According to them, beyond the technicality of availability or non-availability, they just want governments and the relevant agencies to ensure that they are able to get the products and at government-regulated price. Emmanuel Ere, Channels Television News.
As part of the efforts to drive its economic development agenda, the Abia state government has signed a memorandum of understanding with a Spanish company for the development of 2 industrial parks in the state. The initiative would involve the construction of first-class housing, boosting electricity, as well as road infrastructure. The State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Chief Ume Kalu, who signed the deal on behalf of the government, expressed the hope that the partnership will be beneficial to the parties involved. The federal government has promised to do everything possible to improve the quality of training for teachers for the overall growth of education sector. At a conference to mark the 25th anniversary of the National Commission for Colleges of Education, the Minister of Education, Mr. Adamu, said the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari is committed to improving education in the country and will work to improve the quality and lifestyles of teachers. He also challenged the Commission to take responsibility for the caliber of teachers it employs. Next on the news at 10, upset at Etihad as Jurgen Klopp's taking Liverpool stun Manchester City at home, plus more on the Kogi elections. Stay with us.